Welcome back to Africa Now, your trusted source for unfolding stories across the continent. We're deeply grateful to have you with us today. Before we begin, we'd like to make a heartfelt disclaimer. This report contains distressing details of a natural disaster and its impact on lives and communities. Our intention is to inform, not to provoke fear or unrest. Africa Now remains committed to peace, empathy, and resilience in the face of tragedy. Now, to the unfolding human story from Nigeria. One that has left a nation in mourning and communities grappling with devastation. In the early hours of Thursday, as most of the town slept, torrents of rain began to fall over Mokwa, a market town nestled in Nigeria's Niger State, some 300 kilometers west of the capital, Abuja. What began as a typical wet season downpour quickly turned catastrophic. Before dawn had fully broken, the rain had unleashed deadly flooding that swept through homes, markets, and roads, claiming the lives of at least 150 people. And the numbers are still rising. The Nigerian Hydrological Services Agency has yet to confirm the exact volume of rainfall that fell during those fateful hours, but the images that have since emerged speak volumes. Entire neighborhoods drowned under the surge of brown, rushing water. Roofs of houses barely pierced through the floodwaters, and residents, some waist-deep, were seen wading desperately through submerged streets, trying to salvage what little they could, searching for loved ones or attempting to escape. This disaster hit Mokwa at its heart, a town known for its economic vitality. It's here that northern Nigerian farmers bring their hard-earned produce, beans, onions, and grains, to trade with merchants from the south. It's a vital economic exchange point, a lifeline for thousands, and now, tragically, the epicenter of a natural calamity. Alhaji Aliki Musa, a respected community leader from the Mokwa local government area, gave voice to the bewilderment and spiritual weight many locals feel. The water is like spiritual water which used to come, but it's seasonal. There's not much water in Mokwa that will bring that flood, he explained. To many, this flood isn't just a freak act of nature. It's something deeper, something unnatural, something different. Indeed, this isn't the first time northern Nigeria has faced such wrath. In September, torrential rains combined with a dam collapse in Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State, caused another horrifying episode of flooding. That disaster left at least 30 dead and displaced millions, many of whom were already struggling under the ongoing humanitarian crisis driven by Boko Haram's insurgency. The scenes from Maiduguri then mirror the ones we're seeing now from Mokwa. Children clutching onto floating debris, mothers crying for lost homes and family members, and fields of crops, once destined to feed families and markets, washed away into a watery grave. The broader picture tells an even more troubling tale. Northern Nigeria has been enduring increasingly erratic climate patterns, swings between prolonged dry spells and sudden unrelenting rainstorms. Experts have long warned that climate change would make wet seasons shorter but more intense. What used to be predictable seasonal weather is now wildly unpredictable and deadly. And Mokwa is not alone in its suffering. Towns and villages across the Sahelian north are facing a double crisis: the slow violence of climate change and the fast violence of floods, insurgencies, and infrastructural collapse. For farming communities already pushed to the brink, every disaster chips away at their ability to recover, to rebuild, and to hope. The Nigerian government has yet to release a detailed response, but local authorities and emergency workers are reportedly on the ground, trying to contain the aftermath. Rescue efforts are underway. Boats have been deployed in some parts. Makeshift shelters are being set up. But with limited resources and roads submerged, help is struggling to reach those in most urgent need. On social media, Nigerians have begun sharing videos, photos, and appeals for assistance. Hashtags like #PrayForMokwa and #NigerFloods have begun to trend, calling attention to the devastation and urging both government and international agencies to step in. It's clear that beyond the immediate tragedy, this flood is a symptom of much deeper structural challenges. Urban planning is poor. Drainage systems are either overwhelmed or non-existent. Environmental regulations are scarcely enforced. Communities live in flood-prone areas without early warning systems or safety nets. Yet, amidst the sorrow and loss, stories of resilience are also emerging. Residents have formed rescue chains, pulling stranded neighbors to safety. Farmers, even those who lost their goods, are volunteering to help distribute relief supplies. Women are organizing communal kitchens in temporary shelters. In the darkest hour, the spirit of solidarity remains alive. Dear viewers, as we follow this story closely in the coming days, we ask that you keep the people of Mokwa in your thoughts. Let this not just be another disaster buried beneath headlines. Let it be a reminder that climate change is no longer a distant threat. It is here, and it is hitting Africa hard, especially those who contributed least to it. Before we continue, we want to say thank you to everyone who supports Africa Now. Your subscriptions, your comments, your shares, they mean everything. If you're new to the channel, we invite you to subscribe and stay informed with stories that matter. And if you feel moved by the work we do, consider supporting us through Super Thanks. Every contribution helps us keep the stories of Africa alive, visible, and heard. As Mokwa rebuilds, it is vital that both national leaders and the international community recognize the urgency of investing in climate resilience. The cost of inaction is measured not just in Naira, but in human lives. The people of Mokwa, like so many across Africa, deserve safety. They deserve infrastructure. They deserve a future. This has been Africa Now. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay informed, and stay connected to the heartbeat of Africa.